Good morning, students. Now let's continue our second chapter. We are going to solve illustration number 4, page number 22 of your textbook. Now, by considering the inclusive frequency distribution obtained in illustration 3, find exclusive frequency distribution, and second you have to find frequency distribution showing mid value of each class. Before starting this class, I would request to everyone to take out your textbook and a pen and also a rough book and do along with me. Clear? Now, we have completed our illustration number 3. That was the data regarding the number of roses. Now, with that same data, you have to do the illustration number 4. First one, you have to find out the exclusive frequency distribution. So, the classes you have to find out, the exclusive classes you have to find out. So, come to your page number 19. There you can find out the formulas. Okay. So, the lower boundary point of a class and upper boundary point of a class, the two different formulas has been given, and down you have been given the mid value. One formula is also given to you. So from that you have to find out the exclusive classes. Clear? So let's do it. So let us take any one of the class from the previous illustrations data. Say for an example, the first class was like this, 10 to 19, and second was 20 to 29. This was inclusive data. Like this it was going on. Then we had 30 to 39, 40 to 49. Like this it was there in the illustration number 3. Now in illustration number 4, exclusive data you have to, exclusive classes you have to find out. So say for an example, let's do it. Turn your page to page number 19. The formula was like this. Lower boundary point is equals to, what was it? Value of lower limit. I am writing the short form. Then plus value of upper limit. This was value of lower limit of that class, of any class you can say. Then value of upper limit of previous class. Both of them we have to add, then divide by 2. Clear? Say for an example, I am taking the class, any of the class as this. So according to the lower boundary point, I have to find out, okay, according to the exclusive class. So value of that lower limit of that class. So lower limit of that class is 20 plus value of the upper limit of previous class. Previous class is 10 to 19. So the upper limit is 19, right? So 19 divide by 2. So what we are having, 20 plus 19 divide by 2. We are having 19.5. Clear? So this is our lower boundary point according to the exclusive class. Now you can see the class length is C. That is C is equals to 10. So easily you can find out the upper boundary point is equals to lower boundary point plus 10. That is your class. You can write 10 or wait. Let us write as class. So lower boundary point, now we found out 19.5 plus 10 is equals to 29.5. Clear with this? So one of the our class, that is your second class, would be like this, 19.5 to 29.5. Okay, so now from this you can move ahead also and move forward. Go to the previous class, find out the previous class also, and find out the succeeding class. Clear? So as we found out one of the class as 19.5 to 29.5. Now we are finding out the exclusive classes, right? So what was the definition of exclusive classes? If the upper limit of any class and the lower limit of its succeeding class are the same. So my lower limit of the succeeding class, this is my succeeding class. So what is the previous class? This I have to find out. So if my lower limit and the upper limit of the previous class should be same. So if this is 19.5, this should also be 19.5. Now my class length is equals to 10. So what I have to do, just minus 10, 19.5 minus 10. So what it is, 9.5. So this is my lower limit of the previous classes. Then you can move ahead like this. Clear? I hope this is clear to you what is exclusive, how to find out the exclusive class limits. Clear? Now the second thing what it is saying in the same question, that read the question along with me. Second, it has been said to find out the frequency distribution showing mid value of each class. Now you have to find out the mid value. So again you have to turn your page and find out the formulas that has been given to you. So let's do it. The mid value. See, on page 19, take out page 19 of your textbook. Now what it is saying, mid value of a class is equals to value of upper limit plus value of lower limit divide by 2. Clear? So this is the formula that has been given to you. So now let's do it. So you are having the data like this. From the previous illustration you can find out this data. Now in the middle we have to find out the mid value, not the tally mark. So like this you have to prepare 3 columns, number of rows is mid value and frequency. This you can get it from your illustration number 3. Now mid value formula, again I am writing it down. Mid value is equals to upper limit plus lower limit divide by 2. Now I am taking my first class as 10 to 19. So what is my upper limit? It is 19 plus lower limit is 10. Divide by 2, it would be 19 plus 10 divided by 2 is equals to 14.5. So here you have to write it as 14.5. Again I am doing the next one. Second class is 20 to 29. So what is the upper limit? Again 29 plus 20, the lower limit, divide by 2 is equals to 24.5. So I would be writing 24.5. Next, again 39 plus 30 divide by 2. What is the answer? Yes, it is 34.5. So it is 34.5. Like this you have to do the rest of the other. Again last one, 49 plus 40 divide by 2 is again 44.5. So like this you have to complete it. Now you can see I have just completed all the mid values of all the my inclusive classes. So like this you have to prepare whenever it is asked in your question, okay, in your exams. So this is the completion of your illustration number 4. Now let's come to page number 23 of your textbook, illustration number 5. Clear? So the question says the following frequency distribution of unequal class length is obtained for some data. Prepare a frequency distribution stating class length and mid value of each class. Now what is in this question, this is asking to just prepare a frequency distribution, only just stating the class length. You have to find out the class length and also you have to find out the mid value, nothing else it is asking. Now what it is, from the data you can see that the classes that has been given to you is, the distribution is unequal class length has been found out, okay, given to you, sorry. So from this you have to find out the length and the mid value. So let's find out the class length of all the classes. So class length formula is upper limit minus lower limit. So for the first class your upper limit is 20 minus 0 is equals to 20. So the class length would be 20. For the next, again upper limit is 50 minus 20, 30. So 30 is the answer, right? Then again 70 minus 50, it is 20. Then 90 minus 70, it is again 20. And then 100 minus 90 is 10. Okay, so clear with this class length. Then you have to find out your mid value. So again the mid value formula, what it was, mid value is equals to upper limit plus lower limit divide by 2. So what is the upper limit of the first class is 20 plus 0 divided by 2 is equals to 20 plus 0, 20 divided by 2 is 10. So mid value is again 10. Next again 50 plus 20 divide by 2. So 50 plus 20 70 divide by 2 is 35. Clear? So like this you have to find out. Now again 70 plus 50 divide by 2, it is 60. Right? Do it in your calci. Then again 90 plus 70 is divide by then 2 is 80. And for 100 plus 90 divide by 2 is 95. Clear? Nothing else you have to do with in this. It was very easy to you. Just you have to find out the class length, which is very easy, and then the mid value. Frequency is already given to you. You don't have to make the tally mark. So this is the completion of your illustration 5. Clear? Illustration number 5, page number 23. Just do it by yourself in your rough notebook. Now we are going to learn the cumulative frequency distribution. Come to your page number 24 of your textbook. Now you can see the definition that has been written on the board. It is saying that the sum of the frequencies up to the value of an observation or a class is called cumulative frequency distribution. Now in this we are going to learn something related less than type and more than type. I am just reading out the definition which has been given on your page number 24 of your textbook. For less than type cumulative frequency, it is saying the sum of the frequencies up to the specified value of the observation or specified upper boundary point of a class is called less than type cumulative frequency of that specified value, and the distribution is said to be the less than type cumulative frequency distribution. Now more than type, what it is saying, the sum of all the frequencies of the specified value of the observation or the lower limit of the specified class and the values or classes succeeding to its class as more than type cumulative frequency. Its distribution is said to be more than type cumulative frequency distribution. Now if this definition is not clear to you, repeat again by yourself, read it once again. Now let's do the illustration number 6, which is asking to find out the less than type as well as the more than type. Okay, so from this it would be more clear to you about these two concepts and the cumulative frequency also. Clear? So now let's do it. Now take out page number 24, illustration number 6. The question says a frequency distribution of number of children in 50 families of a region is as under. So there are two data has been given to you, number of children and number of families. Okay, so x variable and f, that is frequencies, has been given to you. Now next what it is saying, that obtain the less than type and more than type cumulative frequency distribution for these data. Now you can see from the data from itself you can understand that which type of data it is. So this is a example of discrete variable. Okay, because there is no measuring unit. Again and again I am reminding you people, whenever there is no measuring unit, then it is an example of a discrete variable. If there is a measuring unit, say for an example, I said in my earlier lectures also, say for an example sales. So sales is, we are measuring in rupees. So this would be the data that has been given, would be a continuous variable. Okay, so this should be very clear to you. Okay, now leave this. We are going with the cumulative frequency. So first of all you have to find out the less than type and the more than type cumulative frequency distribution of these data. So first of all you have to find the less than type. So I have not written the title, but you have to write the title like this: less than type discrete variable. Write this as your title. Okay, discrete cumulative frequency distribution. Write in full form, not in your short form. This is for my explanation. Like this it should be your title of this table. Okay, so first of all we are moving with the less than type. So make 3 columns. Okay, first column would be like this: x, that is your number of children, then your frequency, that is not your y, sorry, this is your f. Frequencies has been given to you. So okay, so frequency f has been given to you. 10, 25, 12 and 3 respectively for your x. Now the next column should be like this. Less than, we are finding out the less than type. Okay, so less than type cumulative frequency. Okay, less than type cumulative frequency. CF means cumulative frequency, or else you can write it like this. Okay, less than or equal to your x, like this, short form. Clear? Now for the first variable 0, so less than 0 or equal to x, your x is equals to 0. Okay, your x is 0. So what it is saying, less than or equal to your x. So your x is 0. Clear? So x is 0. So less than 0, any families is there? No. Or equal to 0. So yes, 0 children, that is no children bearing families are how many? 10. So your cumulative frequency would be like this, 10. Clear? Now the next one is less than or equal to x. Again, now your next x would be x is equals to 1. So less than or equal to 1. So there is families who are having less than to 1. Less than 1 means 0 or 1. Okay, equal to 1 means 1. So children, families having no children, 0 children means no children, and at least having 1 children. So 0 children frequency families, that is are 10, plus 1 children family, that is families having only 1 child is how many families is 25. So 10 plus, you have to show the working like this, 10 plus 25 is equals to 35. So cumulative frequency for the second variable is like this. Okay, 35. Clear? Now next, my third x is equals to 2. So less than or equals to 2. So less than or equal to 2 means 0, 1 and 2. Clear with this? So families having no children are 10 families. Having 1 child is 25 and having 2, because equals to is there. So yes, 2 families is equals to 12, like this. So this would be your working, that is 10 plus 25 plus 12. So the answer is 47. So your cumulative frequency is 47. Clear? Then again the last one would be x is equals to your 3. So less than or equals to 3. So less than 3, it would be 0, 1, 2 and equals to 3 also said same. Okay, so 3 also would be coming. So for 0 child, that is no children, is 10, plus 1 child is 25 families, 2 children bearing is 12 families, and 3 children, families having 3 children are 3 families. So working would be like this, 10 plus 25 plus 12 plus 3. So 47 plus 3 is 50. Clear? So this should be matching. Clear with this? This less than type frequency, cumulative frequency. Now the next one is more than type cumulative frequency. So now let's do that. Now more than type frequency. Okay, so you have to write it like this, more than or equal to x. So let us take your first x is equals to 0. First x is equals to 0. So more than or equal to 0, what it would be 3, 2, 1 and equal to 0. So you would be taking 0 also. So more than or equal to 0 means 3, 2, 1 and equal to 0 means 0. So 3 children bearing families is 3, 2 children is 12, plus 1 child is 25 families and no children is 10 families. So like this it would be 3 plus 12 plus 25 plus 10. So what is the answer? 50. Clear? Now the second one. Now the second variable is 1. Clear? So more than or equal to 1, it would be like this, 3, 2 and equal to 1. Now you don't have to take 0 because it is less than 1. Only you have to take the variables that is more than 1. So again 3 families is 3 plus 2 children is 12 and 1 is 25. So 3 plus 12 plus 25 is equals to 40. You just have to 50 minus 10 is also 40. Like this you can do it. Then next one is 2, right? So more than 2 or equal to 2. So more than 2 is 3 and equal to 2 is 2. So what is 3 children bearing families are 3 plus 2 is 12 families. So 3 plus 12 is equals to 50. Clear? And the last one is more than 3 or equal to 3. Now more than 3 is no one, nothing is there. So only equal to 3. So equal to 3 means 3. Only 3 families are having. Okay. Clear with this more than type and the less than type. I hope this is clear to you. Now let's come to page number 25 of your textbook. Illustration number 7. Now the question says a frequency distribution of monthly income of 500 persons is as under. Obtain less than type and more than type cumulative frequency distribution. So two things has been given to you, the monthly income and the second one is the number of persons, that is your frequency. Now from this you can see monthly income is something which can be measured in terms of rupees, right? So this data that has been given to you is regarding the continuous frequency distribution. Clear? So now let's find out what it is asking, the less than type. So less than type you have to find out and the more than type. So now let's make the tables for these two things. Okay. Now look, this like this you have to make the table. First give the title like this. First of all we are making the first one as less than type cumulative. I have written the short form, you have to write the full form, right? Cumulative frequency distribution showing monthly income of 500 persons. Clear? Then I have written down the numbers like this. So first of all, as this is given in the continuous frequency, so the classes is like this, 25 to 30. Then the next is 30 to 35, then 35 to 40. So like this it has been given. Last class is 55 to 60. So you have to take the lower boundary, okay, and in the last you have to take the upper boundary of the last class. Clear? So like this I have taken 25, 30, 35, 40, like this it has gone 55. After 55 you have to take 60 also. Clear? In the end. Now I hope this is clear to you. Now let's do the cumulative frequency. So what it is saying that less than or equal to 25,000. Okay, so see, monthly income is given in 1000 rupees. So you can say like this 25,000, or you can write it also like this in bracket. I have no space, so you have to mention it in your books. Okay, so 25,000, so less than or equal to 25,000. So monthly income less than 25,000. You can see, take out your textbook and just see. Okay, so less than 25,000, the number of persons is no one. Okay, the frequency is nothing given to you, so you have to write as 0. No one is there, so that is why 0. Now what it is saying, the next one is your x is equals to 30. So less than or equal to 30 is your 25 plus your 25,000 salary, that is income, and 30,000 also. So 25,000, how many are there? No one. Okay, so we wrote 0 plus 30,000 less. So the less than 30,000 or equal to 30,000, how many are there? How many persons are there? 30 people are there. So 0 plus 30 would be your 30. You can write it like this, 0 plus 30. This is your frequencies. Look into your textbook. It has been given to you the frequency. So the 0 plus 30 is equals to 30. Like this you have to move on. Then next, again your x is equals to 35. So x is equals to 35. So less than or equal to 35,000. So less than 35 is 25. Then comes the 30 and equal to 35. So you are having 35 also. So less than 25,000, no one is there. Okay, frequency, no one is there. Then 30,000, how many it was? 30 people were there. So 0 plus 30 plus 35. So just look, below 35,000, the frequency of the second class in the textbook is 80. Okay, so 0 plus 30 plus 80, it would be 110. So you can show the working, or directly you can write it like this. It would be better to show the working and then write the answer, so it would not be difficult for you to for computation. Okay, so there would be no confusion. Again, see, your x is 40. Clear? So less than or equal to 40. So less than 40, it would be 25 again. Then we have 30,000. Then we have 35 and 40. For 25, there is no one. Plus for 30,000, there are 30 people. Then 35,000, there is 110. Plus now 40. Now 40, for below 40, how many are there? Just look and tell me. Yes, it is 100. Okay, so we have to write it like this. Sorry, this is 80. Sorry, so 0 plus 30 plus 80 plus 100. Likewise, you have to just add it up. So after adding, what is the number? It is, yes, 210. So just I am writing it down. So I hope this is clear to you. So just you have to add up all the frequency one by one. In the initial, it would be 0. Always remember, in less than type, the initial class would be always 0, because below 25,000 no one is there. That is why it is 0. Then from that, one by one, you have to add all the frequencies. Clear with this? So I have just completed my table. You have to add up all the frequencies like this, and in the last you can see below 60. Okay, so less than or equal to 60. So in the end, the number would be 500. Okay, the total. So you can see cross check in your question also what it has been said, that a frequency distribution of monthly income of 500 persons. So see, 500 persons has come at the end. Clear with this? So this was less than type cumulative frequency distribution showing the monthly income of 500 persons. Clear with this? Now let's do it. Let's move on to the second, that is more than type. Okay, so again we have to make this table. Yes, now make a table. The second table as more, giving the title as more than type cumulative frequency distribution showing monthly income of 500 persons, just as similar of the less than type. Now the sign would change like this. Okay, more than or equal to your x. Now again you have to write it like this, just as we wrote in our less than type, 25, 30, 35. Now before starting this, you can either move from downwards or you can move from upwards also. See, if I say more than 60 or equal to 60. Okay, so more than 60,000 rupees the income, no one is there, right? You can just turn your page and look into your textbook. See, from 50, last class is 55 to 60,000. Clear? So more than or equal to 60, this we cannot say. The frequency for this is 10. But how can we say that this is equal to 60? See, first of all, more than 60 we cannot say, right? Equal to 60, it's not possible to say for us. So that is why in the end, always more than type category, the downward would be always 0. Clear? Now you can go from the, like this, either adding from downward or from upward. So first of all, I would be doing from upward only. No need to go from downwards. It would be more confusing for you. So that is why. See, now your first x is equals to 25, right? So more than or equal to 25,000, it would be, see, more than 25 we are having, see, equal to 25. So first of all, 25 frequency would be also there. Then more than 25, it would be 30, 35, 40, 45, then 50, 55 and also 60. So you can see, just calculate all the frequencies, right? See, from for 30, see, from going like this, from 30, so we are having 30 persons. Okay, 30,000 monthly income, we are having 30 persons. For 35 we are having 80 plus 100 for 40 plus 50 for 45 plus 150 plus 80, 150 plus 80 plus 10. Clear? So you have to add all these numbers. So after adding this, what is the number? Final answer, it is 500. Clear? Then one by one we have to deduct it. So what it is, we have to now, next is our x is 30. Okay, so more than 30, so or equal to 30,000. So what it is saying, we have to deduct one by one. So just deduct this. So what it is, 80 plus 100 plus 50 plus 150 plus 80 plus 10. So what is the answer? 470. Or else you can do like this, from 500 just deduct number 30. So it would be 470. Now the next is your x is 35. So deduct again one more, that is your 80. So 100 plus 150 plus 50 plus 150 plus 80 plus 10. So it would be 390. Clear with this? Now again deduct 100. So 390 minus 100, it was 290. Clear? Again deduct one more. So it would be now 240. Now again deduct one more. Now your x is 50. So your x is 50. I hope this is clear to you. Now deducting one more, we are getting it as 90. Okay, so just complete this. After completing, it would be looking like this. You can either show the working. I have not shown the working, but in your books you have to show the working, just as I have showed over here my rough work, that is 10 plus 80, like this you have to write it for the better calculations. Okay, so there would be no confusion. So this is the completion of your illustration number 7. Clear with this? Now let's come to your page number 26 of your textbook, illustration number 8. We are going to solve this. So the question says the frequency distribution of daily demand of rooms at an international hotel during 90 days is as under. Obtain the less than type and the more than type cumulative frequency distribution. Now two things has been given to you, demand of rooms and the number of days has been given to you. Now you can see the classes that has been given to you is like this: 1 to 50, 51 to 100, then 101 to 150. Like this it has been given to you, 151 to 200 and 201 to 250. Like this it has been given to you, the demand of rooms. Okay, demand of rooms. Now you can see the lower boundary point is 1 and upper boundary is 50. Then we are having 51. So this is the concept of inclusive frequency. Okay, so in inclusive continuous frequency distribution has been given to you. So for finding out the more than type and the less than type, you have to convert it into exclusive. Okay, exclusive frequency distribution. So for that we have to convert it, right? So how would you convert it? So see, first of all you have to, from the lower boundary point you have to deduct, that is minus 0.5, and from the upper boundary point. Okay, so upper boundary point you have to add 0.5. I hope this you are knowing how to do it. So from this, by doing this we can make the exclusive frequency distribution. I would show you once again. So see, from the lower limit you have to deduct minus 0.5, and from the upper limit you have to add 0.5 in order to make the exclusive frequency distribution. So for my first class, this is 1 to 50. Okay, so 1 to 50, so my lower limit is 1. So from this I have to deduct, that is 1.00, so 0.50 I would be deducting. So my answer would be 0.50. So this is my lower limit for my exclusive frequency distribution class. And now for my upper limit we have to add 0.5. So my number is 50, right? So I have to add 0.5. So adding, I would be getting 50.5. So for my exclusive distribution, my first class would be like this: 0.5 to 50.5. Clear? So you can see the class range, the class length, that is 50, right? How 50? The class length, because 50.5 minus 0.5. So the answer is 50, right? So my class length is, that is my C is equals to 50. Now what it would be in exclusive? The upper boundary point of any class and the lower boundary of the succeeding class should be same, right? This was the definition I taught you. So my next class would be like this, 50.5 to, what is the class range? Class length, it is 50. So 50, again you just add it. So what it would be 50.5 plus my class length, that is 50, right? So it would be 100.5. So it would be like this, 100.5. Now I think it is clear to you. From this you can move forward. So again 100.5 sorry, to what it would be? Again class length is 50. So just add 100 plus 50, it would be 150.5. Clear with this? I hope this is clear to you. Again 150.5. What is the class length? It is 50. So just add 50. So it would be 200.5. Like this you have to move forward. Okay, now your exclusive class has been made. Now what you have to do is, you have to make the more than type and the less than type. So now let's do it. For that, I hope this is clear to you. Again you have to find out up till 250. Okay, that is last is 200.5 to 250.5. So this is the completion, right? Now let's make that less than type. Now have a look on this. You are having the data like this. Okay, we made the exclusive frequency distribution like this, classes we have made. Now the frequencies that has been given to you, you have to just allot it accordingly. That is 10, 20, 30, 18, 12, 90 is the total. Okay, now this is clear. Now make the table like this, 2 columns, demand, and you have to write full form, not like this. Okay, less than type, cumulative frequency. For I am not having this quiz, that is why I am writing like this. Then give the title of this table as less than type cumulative frequency distribution showing the demand of rooms at the hotel during the 90 days. Clear? Now first of all you have to write the lower boundary point of all the classes, and in the end you have to take the upper boundary point of the last class. Clear? Now look, less than 0. Now your x is equals to 0.5. Now what it is saying, less than or equal to 0.5. So less than 0.5, you can see previous there is no class. So what you don't have to write this. Okay, this is from the range of 0.5 to 50.5. So you would not take number 10 as your frequency. So always in less than type, the first initial would be always 0. Then likewise you have to add it. Okay, now this for the second class, less than 50.5. So less than 50 points. So now if 50.5 was there, so when we would making the tally mark, just remember when 50.5 was coming, where would you mark the tally mark? Over here or over here, right? We would be marking over here. So less than 50.5 would be from here. So we have to take number 10 in our second column. I hope this is clear to you. So 0 plus 10, it would be 10. Now you have to go one by one. Now add 10 plus 20, it would be 30. Like this you have to show the working also. 30. Now again add the next one, that is 0 plus 10 plus 20 plus what it is, 30. I would write all the working so it would be more clear to you. Now 30. Now after 30 what it is, 18. So plus 18, and the last 0 plus 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 18, and the last is 12, right? So just add it up. Now this is the completion, and the last one it would be like this, 90. So this and this should be matching. So if this is matching, you can assume that your answer is right. Okay, I have not written the answer, just made the calculations, so you can just write it down by yourself. Clear with this less than type? Now let's do the more than type. So similarly, you have to make the more than type cumulative frequency distribution showing the demand of rooms at the hotel during 90 days. Like this, again make the title and make the 2 columns, demand and more than cumulative, more than type cumulative frequency. Write the full form, right? Now again, in more than type, your last class, that is 250.5, more than 250.5 demand, there is no one. Okay, so there is no days like that in which there was more than 250.5 demand. So initially you have to write over here in the last class as 0. Now you can go like this also and from upwards also. So in my previous sum I came from like this upward. Now we would be going reverse. So from, if you are going reverse, so it would be more easy. See, from reverse 200, more than 200 and 200.5, like, right? So more than 200.5 it would be, see, this class 200.5 to 250.5, the frequency is 12. So you can write it like this, 0 plus 12. Like this you are going now. So that is why 0 plus 12, it would be 12. Then again 0, I am only writing the working. Now the next class is 80. So like this. Now the next is 30. So 0 plus 12 plus 18 plus 30. Clear? Then the next is 20. 0 plus 8. What was it? 12 plus 18 plus 30 plus 20. And the last 0 plus, all it would be add up, because more than 0.5 all the classes would be there, right? 50.5, 100.5, 150, like this, all the frequencies would be added up in the first one, that is 0, more than 0.5. So it is 12 plus 18 plus 30 plus 20 plus 10. So this is the completion. Just write the answers, okay? I am not writing again, I am repeating. Just write the answers like this. So this is the completion of your more than type cumulative frequency distribution, showing the demand of rooms at the hotels during the 90 days. I hope this is clear to you.